All right, guys. So this is a experience I had at a festival by me. Hope you enjoy it because I definitely enjoy making these videos for you guys, as well as giving you my experiences. So please enjoy this video, and I hope this experience helps you go through your life. So um, I was at a festival and I was watching my girlfriend sing a song, and the song was "Love Story" by Taylor Swift. And this wasn't so much me, my experience per se, but my experience seeing what people do um, throughout the song, and you guys will see that as well. So a lot of people with disabilities don't understand that like how we feel. Like a lot of people with disabilities don't understand feelings as much, or they um interpret feelings in another way, or they show their feelings in another way. Like my friend has cerebral palsy, and he's in a wheelchair, and oh my gosh, like I literally don't understand this. Like, you can be away from this guy for, I don't know, months to a year or something, and then you see him and you're like, you remember him, but you expect him to technically forget, or stuff like that. But people with disabilities, especially CP, like this guy that has CP can't walk, he can't talk. He uses a thing called a Dynavox, which is basically a box that you could hit yes, no, like you could press it, and be like, oh, so and so, have you have a good day, and they hit yes or no or whatever. And what I've learned throughout the years, like a lot of aids, I would say, not all aids, but most aids I've seen with him, generally don't per se, how do I put this in a good way, but generally they didn't like walking with him around the track, right? So I'm like, you know what? I have the same disability as him. I don't mind, walking with him, and like doing wheelies with him, like, or something like that. Just like having fun. And the aide took off the backpack or whatever he had on the back of the chair. I used to walk around the track, and I'm per se. So let me explain this. So I per se am. You know what? Let me rephrase this. No, actually, no, sorry. I'm new to this, guys, so it's like I don't know how to like. These will get better as they go on. This is just like my first time making it, so it's like kind of two stories in one. So, basically, like so the aides didn't want to walk with him around the track from what it seemed like. So I'm like, you know what? I'll take him because with me, I'm more unsteady. Occasionally, if I'm not hanging on something, or if I don't have support. Now, I've gone from a wheelchair to a walker to, yeah, not walking to going to, from wheelchair to going to a walker, then going walking on my own. So the stuff that you see now is like me, like just being me. Like I'm, able to do everything now because PT, physical therapy, and OT have worked with me in ways. Like the doctor thought I couldn't even walk, so like I wouldn't be able to walk, and now I'm walking per se. So, um, you know, But enough about me. Back to the story. So, the aide didn't really walk with him around the track, and I'm like halfway through the year. I'm like, you know what? Let me take him. It's fine. I don't care. Like I wasn't really running per se. But I, you know, like I wanted to be involved in what we were doing instead of just staying there and not doing anything. I mean, people have emotions and feelings and stuff, so you want to involve people like with a disability because they can't speak otherwise. And the only thing that has in Dynavox is the only thing that he can say. Like he has a limited vocal thing. So I'm like, let me just take him around. He'll enjoy it. So I'm taking him around, and through the years, like I've known this guy since 6th grade, and seeing him grow up, seeing the emotional changes, seeing how he reacts to people, like we've gotten really close with him and his family, and every time, no matter what, like he'll recognize me and he'll like freak out. Like it's like like a person that you never met before. So it's like you have that kind of experience through that. So like he's expressing his personal feelings without his thing. So he's expressing his feelings, how he feels without his Dynavox, which is really cool because it's actually how he feels. So, and this hasn't been one time. This has been multiple times he's done this, and I've learned through him expressing himself how to understand him as well. So it's like, we've gotten to the point where like he says something, or I've known other people and how they say things, and I've known like, okay, this means this means this, and it's honestly a better friendship than I would say any friendship, like a normal friendship would be. Like friendship with a person with a disability is much stronger than a regular friendship. Now, I could be saying that to a person that's watching this video that has a disability or does not have a disability, but it just it hits differently in the person. Like I know some people that have gone to prom with people with disabilities, and I know it means much more to them than an old person that gives a girlfriend a rose and then they go to prom. Like we as the disability generation, like I per se don't like the word popular, and it's just because you're sectioning out the person that is essentially popular or famous. Now, I don't mind if it's a per se like a per se how do you put this, like a YouTube thing or an Instagram thing or a TikTok whatever thing. But when it comes to schools, like you're sectioning out people to popular people, popular kids, and you see that in a lot of high schools where like you have people like I've I'll go more into in other videos, but like I've seen people just like ignore people with a disability and not talk to them, not even know that they're there, like totally flat out ignore them. And I've learned through being bullied and through not even knowing that I was being bullied, learned through that how to generally make videos like this, and make, inspire people by my experiences. And yeah, so here we are, the day of the show. So my girlfriend, she has a disability called multiple sclerosis complex. She's got, you guys can look it up. I'm not gonna go into it too much, but she has disability where she can't walk very well. She has a brace. Her hand. Used to have seizures when she was younger, and her hand like froze in like this awkward looking way to a person without a disability that would, you know, think of it. I'm just going with, the how a person, like normal person, would look at it. So like this, her fingers are like pointed a certain way and stuff like that, and her hands pointed a certain way, and she struggles with the strength in her hand, and she can't move it that well. So she and I decided to she can't, because of the seizures. Oh my gosh. She can't really move her hand that well, and you guys can watch my music videos with her, and you'll see it. I don't mind it at all. I mean, because what happens is she loves that. Like she'll love people holding that. She just is a sweetheart of a person, and if you don't get to know her, like, you'll never realize how sweet this girl is. I mean, she's more than any of the people I've known in the past. Like, she's very, very, very sweet with what she's going through. And she can't move her hand. She can move her arm a little bit, but her whole hand gets stiff. So if you hold it like you would like boyfriend and girlfriend, like you stretch out her hand that way, and it feels good for her. So I'm like, here she is, with a hand like that has been what I say, seizured, essentially, misshapen because of a seizure, and she's wearing a brace, and she's walking in a way that somebody wouldn't understand. So essentially, here she is singing on stage a song called Love Story by Taylor Swift, and this girl literally is like your best friend. Like, she's like very trusting, she's very kind, very caring, and very understanding as well. When it comes to, like, with me, I need help with walking, so I'll ask her, hey, can I hold someone's hand? And she's like, yeah, I don't care, I don't mind. So she's very sweet that way. And for a girl that has physical disabilities, like, I couldn't even go, like, I originally, when I first went on stage, I didn't even sing until halfway through a song. This girl is like singing her heart out on stage with multiple disabilities, physical disabilities that you can literally see, and you got the whole audience behind her dancing on stage, literally like that, or no, dancing in the audience because of her. So her sister-in-law started dancing, then her cousin started dancing, and then the audience started dancing, then the sister-in-law got people dancing and spinning in circles and stuff. So when you see that, it's like very inspiring, because most people like don't even get on stage. Like, I know people who wouldn't even go on stage or are too nervous to because of them being bullied, them being teased while they're on stage. I know a certain video that shows that. I forget what video it is or what movie it is, but you know, like to see somebody with a disability go on stage like that and learn the song and practice the song and know every single lyric within 2 days, people. That's impressive. Like for a person with a disability to learn a song in 2 days, and go on stage and have little to no, what do you call it? Uh, Anxiety or I mean nervousness, like stage fright. That's what I'm looking for. It was just like so inspiring to see that, and I feel like these days, like we need more of that. We need more people with disabilities performing on stage to show. Like I'm used to be in this program where we literally everyone had a disability, and we literally did Grease, The Wizard of Oz. What else did we do? We did so many plays, and you know I forgot my lines, and I didn't like I inspired somebody that I was on stage forgetting my lines, and it's just like very inspiring to other people that think that we could do nothing. Like literally, that's what most people think, that we just have a disability and we're not able to do what we want to do or what normal people can do. I said normal people as in, you know, what other people can do that don't have a disability. And you know, it's inspiring as well to see, you know, like that, you know, you're on stage even trying to gain a talent show, trying to do this, trying to do that. So that was really inspiring for me, and you know, I go through many. I used to go through depression, anxiety, all that stuff, and seeing that is very inspiring. And you know, after that, I'll tell you what happened after that. But I mean, to see something like that on stage, that means more to me than somebody winning a trophy just because they sing better or just because they have a good voice. You know, like having a disability and being able to perform on stage is very inspiring to somebody that also has a disability, in ways that I can't even explain. So, you know, that's one of the stories that's in this series. I am going to create another one now. Looking forward to explaining the second one to you guys, and stay tuned because the second one is probably coming right after this one. Enjoy.